Howdy folks, I'm Brian, and here's some Reddit. Earlier today, I released an Alice in Wonderland, so if that's what you're looking for, it's been released earlier. Our first story is titled, Am I a Jerk for Not Paying for My Neighbor's Dog's Child Support? Yes, you read that right. I haven't read this one yet. This story is going to sound ridiculous, especially with that story from yesterday about the dog cheating, but I assure you this isn't a garbage post. My neighbor's dog recently got pregnant, and she claims my dog did it. Which is likely because her dog often escapes into my yard and she lets her dog roam around it. It's annoying because her dog uses the bathroom in my yard. Well, now that she's pregnant, she's mad because hers was a purebred and she wanted to breed it. She says that she's entitled to financial compensation and I have to pay for child support for the pups as it'll cost her to take care of them. I laughed at her and said, fat chance, no way I'm going to pay for her dog's child support, and that this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. She's threatening legal action, and I'm pretty sure she can't do anything. She did nothing to stop her dogs from entering my yard and often encouraged it. She just assumed my dog was neutered. She can't prove that my dog impregnated hers. And lastly, I don't think child support works for dogs. All right. This one's very silly. No, you're not the jerk. And no, you shouldn't have to pay for your neighbor's dog's child support. Like, what is that? What even is that? This is weird. I really honestly don't know what to think of this. Sure, if her dog is a purebred, then I mean, it's not going to stop her dog from having purebred puppies down the line. Your dog was in your yard and her dog came into your yard. If this had been your dog kept breaking into her yard, then maybe she might be entitled for you to help take care of the dogs. Maybe. I don't know. I've never heard of this before. What do you think? Dear viewer, should they pay child support to the dog? I don't think so, but I don't know how professional dog breeding works. Not the jerk. This is looking interesting. Do you get half of the profits when she sells the puppies? I think that's a valid point. Am I the jerk for siding with my husband in refusing to support our former adult actress daughter? My husband and I, by extension, recently discovered through his friend a video of our daughters acting in an adult film. In an emotional phone conversation with my daughter, she admitted that from 21 to 23, the age she is now, she had been acting in the adult industry. My husband was close to tears and even seriously considered quitting his job because we live in a small town and that was sure to get around his workplace. He said he felt very nasty and denigrated in front of his clients and friends. My husband and our respective parents asked where we went wrong that we had to see our daughter like this. This all happened 6 months ago, and now my daughter is calling me saying that she was burned out from her job and recently fired from a new job that she managed to get when a video link that she was featured in got around. She's been unable to get a job anywhere and begged me over the phone to either let her move back in and eventually accept rent from her or send her a few $100s a month for assistance. My husband is still very hurt from the lies over the years. She told us that she was a crew member in the travel industry, and the fact that the company he works for works with a lot of people in high public profiles in the local area, and they pride themselves on their pristine public image and had rather vocal negative views towards industries in which they see women denigrating themselves in the adult industry. My husband doesn't want to be the source of gossip again at his company, and he also doesn't want to reward my daughter for lying. So he said that I was either with him or against him on this one. So I told my daughter that I had to side with her dad and that she has to fight this one on her own. Am I the jerk for doing that or sticking with my husband's decision? I'm going to have to say that you're a jerk here. And here's why. You are choosing your husband's job and your folks' reputations over caring for your daughter who's reached out to you and wants to change her lifestyle. All you're going to do by saying this is encourage her to go back to her old job. And it sounds like that's not what you want, and you want her to have a different job, and it sounds like she doesn't want that for herself anymore. And so I think that by shunning her like this, you're just going to add fuel to this fire, in that she's going to end up doing more of what you don't want her to do. Now, also, your attitude towards the adult entertainment industry. Your daughter is a grown individual, and in all likelihood, she didn't tell you the truth because you wouldn't understand. And it's clear that you wouldn't have understood because you're shunning her right now. Did you think that was going to be any different if she had told you the truth? No. So she wasn't in a winning situation. She got involved with this. We don't know why, and we don't know how, and it seems like she had a run with it, and now she's interested in moving on and doing something else with her life. But now she's finding that it's difficult. And the fact that you're willing to abandon her because of her, actions here just speaks volumes about you and your pristine reputation. It just seems so absurd to me that you are more worried about what people are gossiping behind your back and, about how bad of a parent you are, when you aren't turning the other cheek and taking your daughter in and being a good parent towards her. People do things because they do things. You don't have to be a good parent or a bad parent or whatever for your daughter to be involved in the adult entertainment industry. She did this probably from her own choices, and she wanted to. And I think that is really short-sighted, and I think it's really unfortunate that you're turning her away now when she's asking for your aid. Like, okay, I'm gonna show the hypocrisy of this for a second. Somebody in that town had to discover that video. Do you think they came across that video by magic? It just randomly landed in their inbox one of these days? No, it didn't. You know how it happened? Somebody was watching adult videos in your town, which tells me that probably it's not that uncommon to do in your small town. So they can sit there and ridicule and, badmouth these people who are providing them with entertainment. But the moment that it affects your small town and your small town's reputation, you're going to turn her away. No, this is nonsense, and this is complete nonsense. People like the people in your town are the worst. This is hypocrisy at its worst. And, this is just dumb. This is stupid. And another thing is, your daughter lost her job because someone else found the video at her other job. I mean, come on, really? So the person watching these videos doesn't get into any trouble at all, but your daughter loses her job. Yeah, I mean, this is a fair world. This is a fair society. If she was able to do her job just fine, then they shouldn't have fired her. If you can't see how your daughter is not a victim of people's prejudices, then I don't even know what to say here. I mean, your daughter was doing something to earn a living, and now people aren't letting her go move past it. Absolute nonsense. You, on the other hand, have no trouble denigrating your own daughter. You're the jerk. Being known as the parents who abandoned their daughter is fine, though. Also, apparently, everyone there watches enough adult entertainment to run into your daughter, so I'm not sure you have the moral high ground here. Exactly. Have you ever realized that you're kind of forcing her to go back to the adult industry this way? It's hard enough to find jobs in the middle of a pandemic. There are plenty of adults having to move back home, and it's not just on the adult entertainment industry. Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only person who sees this. All right, our last letter is titled, Am I the Jerk? Boyfriend wants friend to be able to come into the bedroom while I'm sleeping, and I said no. So I'm a 25-year-old female, and my boyfriend is a 26-year-old male, and he has a best friend in town staying with us. I've been with my boyfriend for 2.5 years, and we've lived together for nearly 2. We don't keep the same schedule, which isn't that big of a deal. Usually, I just go to bed first and he follows when he's ready. He also smokes in the bathroom during the winter because it's super cold outside. Our bathroom is attached to our bedroom, and I'm not a huge fan of this, but I don't complain about the smoking. Our current problem is that my boyfriend wants his best friend to be able to smoke in our bathroom with him while I'm sleeping. I don't like people coming into the bedroom while I'm asleep. My boyfriend knows this and has known it the entire time we've been together. I even tried to address this issue prior to his friend's arrival, but he just dodged the conversation. I suggested that they smoke outside while I'm sleeping. He says that's unfair, that I'm telling him that he can't even use his own bathroom. I said I don't care if my boyfriend smokes in the bathroom, but that I'm uncomfortable with his friend being in our bedroom while I'm sleeping. He's saying that my compromise is unfair to him because it's so cold outside, but I feel like I should be able to comfortably sleep in my own bed, so even though I feel like I'm right, he's insisting that I'm not, and he's mad at me for forcing him out of his own room. Am I a jerk? Side note, I dislike people in the bedroom while I'm sleeping for 2 reasons. 1, I'm a super light sleeper and any sound wakes me up, and 2, I have PTSD from a house robbery that makes me incredibly anxious about unfamiliar people in my room while I'm sleeping. My boyfriend is aware of both of these things. So in this respect, I'm going to have to say that you're not the jerk. And this is a really uncomfortable situation for you, and you've explained to your boyfriend why that's the case. I understand him not wanting to go outside and smoke, but smoking is his choice, and smoking is his friend's choice. You didn't choose to acquire PTSD. It's probably something that you're working through and you're trying to, improve on a daily basis, but it's not going to go away overnight, and it's certainly not going to go away if you're forced into a situation that you're uncomfortable with. So no, I don't think you're a jerk here. The one question I have about this situation is, where is your friend going to use the bathroom in the middle of the night if they have to get up? Are they just going to have to hold it all night? I don't know. So it seems like the logistics of this whole situation are a bit odd, and things just aren't well planned out or laid out in your bedroom or house. It just seems a little odd. So yeah, no, I don't think you're a jerk for wanting to not be woken up in the middle of the night to people smoking in your bathroom. Not the jerk? That's weird. You don't have to explain why you dislike people in the bedroom while you're sleeping, because privacy in the bedroom is a totally normal and reasonable expectation. Not the jerk? I'm a smoker and I smoke outside. They can smoke outside or not smoke, period. Yeah. Alright folks, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider giving me a thumbs up. If you didn't, consider giving me a thumbs down, but also consider explaining why in the comments below. If you like this video and you want to see more of these, consider clicking on one of the things that are probably appearing on the screen overlapping my face. Who knows, maybe you'll like it. So yeah, today I was able to hopefully release an Alice in Wonderland, and this video, I'm not sure yet. I still have to do all the editing, so if you don't see this today, which hopefully you see this today, then it wasn't, but there's a good chance that I'm going to get it done. So again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.